terrifying moments for two police officers. One is thrown into the road. The other is kidnapped, trapped inside a car when a driver speeds away from a traffic stop and starts a high-speed chase. Now, that entire terrifying ordeal was caught on an officer's dash camera. Good evening. I'm Sine Simpson.
Hello, I'm Tom Haynes. The Marietta officer was kidnapped during a traffic stop on Delk Road. The driver tried to get back in his car to take off, but the officers grabbed him. As they struggled, the passenger put the car in drive. One officer was thrown into traffic. The other held on, wrestling with the driver as that chase started. Fortunately, the chase didn't last long and the officers were not injured. Christy Hutchings with the New Talk 1067 joins us with a closer look at the dramatic dashcam video.
There's no such thing as a routine traffic stop for police. Each one has its own dangers. But even Marietta police say what's about to happen even surprised them. Officer Brian Wallace is talking to a driver for a traffic citation. The officer, getting a sixth sense, decides to pat the suspect down for safety. No weapons, but as Wallace's backup arrives, the suspect tries to get away. Wallace wrestled the suspect but got pulled in the car. His backup tried to get him out but couldn't.
So now you have one of our officers holding on to an arm who is kicked out into traffic on Delk, and you have another officer trapped in the vehicle while the vehicle is now taking off down the road.
Officers swarmed the area trying to stop the car. At times the speeds got up to more than 70 miles per hour. The driver door opening and closing. Officer Wallace inside, still pinned.
The officer's decision was if I try and release my arm, if I try and somehow fight my way free, I'm going to fall out into traffic.
For a mile the chase lasts before the suspect turns on a side road covered in mud. On one of the officer's dash cam, you can see one of the suspects jump out of the car and take off running. Another patrol car camera shows the white car slashing through the mud before eventually getting stuck. Officers take another suspect into custody, then Wallace is free with the driver in custody.
We're just incredibly thankful that no one was injured. It had such a potential.
And police tell us that all three suspects are gang members out of Massachusetts. They've been identified as Corey Moody, Isaiah Moody, and Walter Gadsden Jr. Police say that during that chase, they did throw out two guns. Those guns were recovered by a K-9 unit on the scene. Now, these guys have not been formally charged yet, but police tell us that they could be charged with anything from aggravated assault, obstruction, fleeing and eluding, and kidnapping. Right now, they are at the Cobb County Jail. Live in Marietta, Christy Hutchings with the New Talk 1067 for Fox 5 News.
Some dramatic video there. We're glad those officers are okay. Christy, thanks.